back to my channel. Hope you're all doing good. In today's video I'll be showing you how to cut a mermaid skirt. If you are new to this channel, you are welcome. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for you to be notified whenever I upload a video so that you won't miss out. And for those that have already subscribed, I really thank you for your support. God bless you. If you want to fold your fabric, you have to fold your fabric into two, but I'll be using one side of this paper. So if you want to fold your fabric, you have to fold it into two this way. You have to fold it this way. And the base of your fabric has to be 16 inches upward. It has to be 16 inches upward, but I'm having 15 inches here. I'm having 15 inches here, so yours have to be 16 inches. But because I'm having 15 inches here, for you to understand it very well, I will have to open my paper this way. If you use 16 inches for the base of your fabric, folding it into two means your fabric is going to be 22 inches altogether if you open it. So if you use 17 inches, that will give you 34 inches. Depends on how wide you want the base of your mermaid skirt to be. Decide to make use of the base between 16 and 20 inches. I'll be using this paper as an illustration to demonstrate how to cut a mermaid skirt. So if you want to cut a mermaid skirt, you have to determine the length of the base of your fabric. And again, we have to measure the length of the waist to the hip and the hip to the knee length, where you want your flare to start from. The total length of the fabric of the paper that I'm going to use is 38.5 inches. Well, I'm going to mark the starting point of 0.5, which I've already marked here. 0.5, 0.5. So I'm going to mark 0.5 from the beginning of the paper. I hope you can see it. 0.5 all around. Now the next thing is to make a straight line. Now, next step is to measure the waist to the hip area. So you have to measure your waist to your hip area. So the waist to the hip area of the person's measurement is 9 inches. So I will mark 9 inches down from the waist. So I'm going to mark 9 inches from here, from the starting point. So the starting point will be our waistline. So from the waistline now to the hip, that will be 9 inches. So I'm going to mark 9 inches for that. So that is 9 inches. I've marked 9 inches. So I will have to mark it round so that I will have a straight line. So that's 9 inches from waist to hip. Waist to hip is 9 inches. Waist to hip, 9 inches. Next thing is to make a straight line. So I'm going to make a straight line of 9 inches now from my waist to hip. I believe you can see it. So let me use this. Let me use the chalk. So I will measure the waist to nail line. That is where I want my flare to start from. So I'll make it to be 18 inches. I want it to start above the nail, so that is 18 inches. So I will have to mark 18 inches all around as well. Inches. Make a straight line as well for my nail length line, which is 18 inches. The next step is to measure the circumference. We have to mark the body circumference of the skirt. So now I'll start from my waist. So the waist I'm working with is 38 inches. So I will divide 38 inches by 4. 38 inches divided by 4 will give me 9.5 inches. So I'm going to mark 9.5 inches here. I'm going to mark 9.5 inches here. So this is my 9.5 inches. Then I'm going to add 2 inches for allowance. So altogether will be 11.5. So this is it here now. This is our 11.5 inches here. I will go to my hip area. So the hip I will be using is 42 inches. So I'm going to divide 42 inches by 4. That will give me 10.5 inches. 10.5 inches here. 10.5 inches. I'm going to add another 2 inches to it. That will be 12.5 inches. So I'll extend the tape measurement to 12.5 inches and mark the remaining 2 inches. So next step is to measure the nail line where I want my flare to start from. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to transfer the measurement of the hip that I've measured here. I will transfer it to it, but I will have to minus 1 inch. I will have to minus 1 inch from it. So this is 12.5 for the hip area, but I'm going to minus 1 inch from it. So that will be 11.5 now. So I will minus 1 inch from it. So that will be 11.5. 11.5. Next step is to connect the line together. I'm going to connect the waist to the hip this way. So I'm using a cuff ruler to do that. So I'm connecting it together now. So that is from hip to the nail line. So from the nail line, I'm going to connect it to the edge of the paper to make the flare. So you can see it. It is very, very easy to make. I want the bottom of my skirt to look a bit sexy. So I will have to come 2.5 inches up here. I have to connect it this way from the 2.5 inch here. So that it can look sexy. Now mermaid skirt is ready. So I'm going to make this to be a bit curved. I don't want it to be sharp. Likewise this. So we are done with it. So we are going to cut it out now. The mermaid skirt is ready. You can see it is very easy to make. So if you are watching my video for the first time, kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for you to be notified whenever I upload a new video. So if you find my tutorial helpful, kindly subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share with your friend as well. So now we are going to start cutting. So I will start cutting from the down part. You can see it's a bit curved here. So I'm going to cut here as well. The flare area. You can see this is your man-made skirt. You can see it now. This is how it's going to look like. So the skirt is ready. All you have to do is to fold your fabric into two and place your mermaid pattern on it so that you can cut it out. So you can see it is lovely. So try it. Lovely. You can see it. This is the flare area. Thank you for watching. Till I see you in my next video. Bye.